The Stoic philosophers of ancient times offer timeless lessons on how to cultivate an unshakable sense of confidence, not through external achievements or validation, but through an inner resilience forged by self-awareness and rational thought. Among these thinkers, some of the most renowned Stoics like Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Zeno stand out as exemplars of this philosophy. Their lives, marked by trials and adversities, demonstrate a profound belief in the power of their own reasoning abilities and the importance of focusing on what lies within their control. For these philosophers, true confidence stemmed not from bending the world to their will, but from mastering their reactions to the unpredictable waves of life. Let's dive into their stories, philosophies, and practices to uncover how they achieved such enduring confidence, and how we might apply their wisdom to our own lives. Epictetus, rising above adversity. Epictetus, one of the most celebrated Stoic philosophers, lived a life that could have easily broken a lesser spirit. Born into slavery in the Roman Empire, he faced hardship from an early age. His circumstances were far from ideal. He had no control over his status, his environment, or the whims of those who claimed ownership over him. Yet Epictetus did not allow these external conditions to define his inner state. Instead, he cultivated a deep and unwavering confidence rooted in his ability to reason and reflect. For Epictetus, the key to confidence lay in understanding a fundamental Stoic principle. We cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. This idea became the cornerstone of his teachings, as recorded by his student Arrian in works like the Discourses and the Enchiridion. Epictetus believed that our reactions, not our situations, define who we are and how we experience life. For example, when faced with mistreatment or injustice, Epictetus would argue that the true harm comes not from the act itself, but from our judgment of it. By choosing to see challenges as opportunities to exercise virtue, patience, courage, or wisdom, he transformed adversity into a testing ground for personal growth. Imagine being in Epictetus's position, a slave in a world that valued power and status above all else. Yet he refused to let his external circumstances dictate his sense of self-worth. His confidence came from within, grounded in the belief that no one could take away his ability to think rationally and act virtuously. This inner strength allowed him to rise above his circumstances, eventually gaining his freedom and becoming one of the most influential philosophers of his time. His story reminds us that confidence is not about having control over the world around us, but about mastering the world within us. Seneca. Turning exile into opportunity. Another vivid embodiment of Stoic confidence is Lucius Annaeus Seneca, a Roman philosopher, statesman, and playwright whose life was fraught with challenges. Seneca's journey was anything but smooth. He faced political intrigue, exile, and ultimately a forced death under the orders of Emperor Nero. Yet, his writings reveal a man who remained deeply secure in his beliefs, even in the face of such trials. Seneca's life is a testament to the Stoic idea that confidence arises not from avoiding hardship, but from embracing it as an opportunity for growth. When Seneca was exiled to the island of Corsica in 41 CE, accused of a crime he likely did not commit, he could have succumbed to despair. Exile in the Roman world was a severe punishment, stripping a person of status, connections, and influence. Yet Seneca chose a different path. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, he used his time in exile to write, reflect, and deepen his philosophical understanding. His letters and essays from this period reveal a man who saw adversity not as a punishment, but as a chance to practice resilience and wisdom. Seneca's letters to Lucilius, written later in his life, are a profound exploration of Stoic principles and a testament to his unwavering confidence. In these letters, he wrote to his friend Lucilius, offering insights into the impermanence of life, the futility of chasing fleeting pleasures like fame or wealth, and the importance of cultivating self-awareness. Each letter serves as a meditation on how to live with confidence amidst uncertainty. For example, in one letter, Seneca writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the Stoic approach to confidence. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we can navigate life's challenges with calm assurance. Seneca's ability to find meaning in adversity offers a powerful lesson for us today. In moments of setback, whether it's a career disappointment, a personal loss, or an unexpected change, Stoic confidence encourages us to pause, reflect, and ask, how can I use this moment to grow? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? By adopting this mindset, we can transform even the most difficult circumstances into opportunities for self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor's inner fortress. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, is another striking example of Stoic confidence. As the ruler of one of the most powerful empires in history, Marcus faced immense pressures, wars, plagues, political intrigue, and personal losses. Yet his personal writings, known today as meditations, reveal a man who remained composed and confident even in the midst of chaos. Meditation is a collection of notes Marcus wrote to himself, not intended for public consumption, but as a means of self-reflection and philosophical practice. In these writings, we see a man grappling with the challenges of leadership and mortality, yet consistently returning to Stoic principles to ground himself. He reminds himself to focus on what is within his control, his thoughts, actions, and virtues, while letting go of what he cannot control, such as the opinions of others or the outcome of events. One of Marcus's most famous reflections is, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This echoes Seneca's teachings and underscores a core Stoic belief. True confidence comes from within, not from external circumstances. Marcus's ability to remain calm and centered, even as he led an empire through turbulent times, demonstrates the power of this philosophy. His meditations serve as a guide for anyone seeking to cultivate inner resilience, offering practical advice on how to face life's uncertainties with courage and clarity. The Stoic approach to confidence. You might wonder, how did the Stoics achieve such unwavering confidence, even in the face of adversity? The answer lies in their understanding of what confidence truly means. For the Stoics, confidence was not about having all the answers or controlling every outcome. Instead, it was about being comfortable with uncertainty and trusting in one's ability to respond thoughtfully to whatever life brings. At the heart of Stoic confidence was the concept of the dichotomy of control. This principle, articulated by Epictetus, holds that we should focus our energy on what is within our control, our thoughts, choices, and actions, while accepting that external events, such as the actions of others or the whims of fate, are beyond our influence. By internalizing this distinction, the Stoics freed themselves from the anxiety of trying to control the uncontrollable. They found confidence in knowing that no matter what happened, they could choose to respond with wisdom, courage, and integrity. Another key practice in the Stoic pursuit of confidence was memento mori, or the reflection on mortality. While this might seem morbid or counterintuitive, contemplating the impermanence of life was a powerful tool for the Stoics. By reminding themselves that life is fleeting, they were motivated to make the most of each moment and to focus on what truly matters, living in accordance with virtue. This practice fortified their confidence, as it helped them let go of trivial concerns like fame, wealth, or the opinions of others and focus on what they could control. For example, Marcus Aurelius frequently reflected on death in his meditations, writing, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." This reflection was not meant to inspire fear, but to encourage courage and clarity. By keeping the brevity of life in mind, the Stoics were able to prioritize their actions and live with purpose, which in turn strengthened their confidence. Nature as a teacher, the Stoics also drew inspiration from nature, seeing it as a source of wisdom and a guide for living well. They observed how the natural world operates with resilience and adaptability, and they sought to emulate these qualities in their own lives. A tree, for instance, does not resist the wind by standing rigid. It bends and sways, adapting to the forces around it. This flexibility became a metaphor for Stoic confidence. Rather than fighting against life's challenges, we can learn to move with them, finding strength in our ability to adapt. The Stoics believed that living in accordance with nature meant aligning our actions with reason and virtue, which they saw as humanity's highest calling. By observing the natural world, they learned that change is inevitable and that resilience comes from embracing this reality rather than resisting it. This perspective helped them cultivate a sense of confidence that was not dependent on external circumstances, but rooted in their ability to align with the natural order of the universe. Building the muscle of confidence for the Stoics, confidence was not a fixed trait that some people possessed and others lacked. Instead, they saw it as a muscle that could be strengthened through cons.